takes on Carlton from VFL Park in Melbourne. Their colours lowered last week. The Magpies are looking to bounce back after an 8-goal drubbing at the Western Oval, while the Blues' 3-point loss to Essendon was their first under new coach Alex Jesselenko, who locked horns with Collingwood today for the first time in 10 years.
With their performance against Footscray last week, into the side, a very disappointing player, I think, Craig Starcevich. Also Matthew Ryan, a long spell in the seconds. Terry Keys, a youngster who started at Collingwood at 16 years of age. And the two very good backmen in Morwood and Krasiska. And I can't help feeling the centre line holds the key to the game. Dacos must fire, I feel.
It remains to be seen.
They've met 199 times and they last met in round 8. Collingwood 109, defeating Carlton by 29 points.
And Mullane is heading down towards the full forward region as well for Collingwood.
Looks like Phillips also on interchange for Carlton.
As Kelly and McKenzie will match up.
The beak at full forward, and Krasiska's picking him up.
The 200th meeting of Collingwood and Carlton from VFL Park. Ideal conditions for the clash of the league heavyweights. And let's see how the battle is going to unfold. Alvin will probably get the first free kick of the match from midfield. Is he playing the advantage? Well, he can't, of course, from there. So Tom Alvin, Carlton going from left to right. No real goal advantage. Kernahan at the back of the pack, couldn't drag it down. Monkhurst gets well tackled by that same player. Christian, good hand pass. Morwood back in the side today, and they certainly missed him out at the Western Oval last week. Knocked away by Mill Hanna. A chance for the Blues. Robertson to Johnston, game number 201 for him. Up towards half forward, and a fine mark for Collingwood taken by Saunders. The transfers play to the outer side. Gavin Brown, the state representative this year for the Magpies, and I think will poll particularly well in the Brownlow. Barwick over to Starcevich. Back into the side today. Alvin for
One end of the ground to the other with a series of handballs, not one kick.
And they should have kicked it instead of handballing. Far too many.
Mullane on a lead. And Marks in front of Aitken.
It's not easy, Peter, for a forward, and you'd appreciate this when they bring it down with a serious hand pass, because a forward needs to just get that initial break, and what you look for is a quick kick.
Dead right, Don.
Darren Mullane directly in front, 40 metres out, and has just missed it.
Dacos back to Monkhurst. Or Monkhurst, I should say, towards half forward. This is Mullane to Hawke. That was good play, Darren Mullane. Hawke, flattened. That'll be a free kick down the ground, or will it come back? Now, will he pay this? Really, it should be paid as he should come back to half forward, I would think.
Well, actually, it was interesting, Peter, because Daru did that exactly the same thing last week. He had Danaher set up the other end of the ground and ran straight through him with the hip and shoulder. He's got Paul Hawke in his sights here. And just couldn't quite see whether he did lift the elbow at the critical time, but he wasn't penalised last week. Daru.
Well, this is Craig Kelly from 20 metres, 45-degree angle. He should kick this. He kicks a goal, and the goal is he's missed.
Collingwood, if my memory serves me correctly, last week at the Western Oval. He's got plenty of distance with this kick. Coming around, and that's the first goal of the game again for Alexander. Badly directed kick straight into the arms of Steve Kernahan, who's lifted in the second quarter. Looks for Aitken. Minton Connell goes up in a big pack of players. Some tunnel ball down there. On the end of it is Dacos. Short pass. Jamie Turner. Murray Renstead. Monkhurst, left centre wing. Wobbly kick by the big fellow. Kennedy offloaded. Got a chance for Kelly. Or Hawke runs into a brick wall in the person of McKenzie. Now towards the other side of the ground. Beautiful tap on by Brown to try to get it back to Mullane. Sits for him. Around Tom Alvin. Centering kick marked by Barwick. Yes. Doug Barwick, as you can see in that shot, fair way from the goal, but this fellow's an excellent kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Tivoli was still going. He'd get a job as a juggler. Let's see how he goes with the kick. He's kicked them from this distance before. He's got the distance and the accuracy. It's a goal to Barwick.
He is a very, very good kick to goal, or a very good kick full stop, Doug Barwick. Probably one of the best kicks in the league, consistently the best. He gets a lot of distance with his kick, and he is very, very accurate. 3 goals last week. I'm sorry, 1 goal.
20th possession coming up. It results in a goal. Collingwood's back in front.
Probably Collingwood's best player to date, Coll. Picked up a lot of possessions last week, but it was a bad miss blocking for
the first quarter. 5-12-42 further ahead than they are at the moment. They certainly had the better of the play in the first term. Herman racing for it, gets beaten to it by Gavin Brown and gets ridden into the ground, holding the ball or in the back or play on. Probably the best decision. Hawke gets claimed by Herman. Now there is going to be a free kick, and the recipient will be Brown around about the centre half back position. Another good game from him so far today. 8 and 5 his stats. He's also taken 3 marks. Delivers the ball to the centre wing position. That's James Manson dragging it down. And Landy and Hawke having a little bit of a battle down there. Play in the meantime continues as the ball gets delivered up towards half forward in the lane. He's been a strong player today. He's marked just about everything that's came his way. At the back is McKenzie. Kelly. 1 behind. What's he kicked now? 1-4, is it? In fact, he hasn't kicked a goal.
4 points, Peter.
4 points. Thank you, Don. Wayne Johnston on the bench came out just before the quarter got underway to run around with the team. I don't know what the point of that exercise was. McKenzie kicks in. Knocked away by Monkhurst. De Rui, been fairly quiet today. Assistance from Robertson. Robertson's short pass in the direction of Milhana out on the centre wing. Got plenty of space out there. Now Hannah looks for some movement across the half-forward line and distance with the kick at the back as Kernahan, a little bit of a nudge away from Christian. Now here's Meldrum, who's always elusive close to goal, shoots, but he's put it out of bounds on the foot.
Well, poor play by Paul. Brilliant play earlier, but what a poor kick on the run. Should have at least set it up to the goal square. And they had a loose man there. This is McEwen. 5 points the difference. Collingwood lead. The vital third quarter often decides the winner of a game. This is Nailey, brought to ground. Well done by Christian. McGuan in after it, close to the boundary line. The umpire will bounce it. Scoring shots are 18-8 in favour of Collingwood. So I think that's pretty indicative of how well Collingwood has played in general play. They haven't put the goals on the board. They've missed an absolute sitters. There's Dacos. Over to Renstead. Oh, smothered beautifully off the boot by De Rui. He goes in after it to try and get it again. Good play, Steve De Rui. Nailey. Phillips is on the ground for Carlton. Taken away by Dacos, who played a very good second quarter. He's gone wide. By Dacos, who played a very good second quarter. He's gone wide. And
just short of half forward. Look at players down there. Hannah got 2 hands to it. Couldn't drag the ball in. Well, good hip and shoulder by Mullane. I see Ryan's on the ground too for Collingwood. Over the head of Starcevic, who, as Peter said, hasn't really done too much today. Aitken hasn't been a bad player. Snapshot by Alexander is, I think, just touched on the line by Nailey. Hit the post anyway. And it's rather interesting looking at the rest of the stats too, because Collingwood's had 125 kicks to Carlton 96. And the handball, would you believe, 79-36. And yet there's virtually just not a kick in it. Monkhurst to Renstead to Dacos. This is how they started the first quarter. Starcevic on his own.
Well, there you are, Peter. They've moved the ball 20-30 metres and they've had 4 possessions in 20 and 30 metres. That's how they're building them up. They're not long.
Say that again. That kick's a little longer. It's also off target, so the pattern continues. 1 behind. Kicked by Starcevic. Back into the side today. 5-15 to 6-2, so 7 points is the difference. Back with McKenzie to bring the ball back once more. He's had plenty of kicking practice today. Got pinged once for going over the line as well. Madden went for the scoop on. Hawke runs into a teammate down there. Still got boot to ball. Back it comes to him again. Over to Mullane. On the run, a good shot at goal. Doesn't worry about shooting. Gives it over to Starcevic, who does. And he puts it through for his first.
Well, he's been in the reserves the past number of weeks now, Craig Starcevic, but very impressive last year, playing for Collingwood across that half-forward line, but he's just lost that little bit of form. We saw evidence of it earlier when he went to kick the ball. He just didn't get much distance, and always that is a problem with a fellow who's just down a little bit on confidence. There's Hawke, and Hawke has been probably Collingwood's best player today, picking up a number of kicks. Mullane.
Valuable one for the Blues. And the score now 51-44, 6:15 to 7-2. Is it a dive? Is it a free kick? And coming up with the ball is Saunders for Collingwood. Saunders at centre field with the free. Out wide to half forward. Mullane on a lead, almost marks in front of Elvin. Can't take it. Chance for Kennedy. Boots Carlton clear, long, high kick up over the square. Safe mark to Christian, who's discarded one of his jumpers. He had two on before half-time. Renstead, Dacos tries to get around Aitken, tries to get around Kernahan. Didn't really gain much from that. They still have possession through Turner. Back it comes to McGuan. In fact, they've gone backwards, Collingwood. Back to where they started. McGuan from centre field has found Gavin Brown. With a little bit more positive play. Brown down to half forward. Krasiska and Dean. Ryan on the burst. Shot at goal is close and there.
Well, I've waited for this little guy to come back into this Collingwood side. Matthew Ryan, he's only played the one game. He picked up 19 kicks in that particular game. He's only slight, but did he set the world on fire a couple of years ago when he made his debut? People are critical of his kicking because he doesn't seem to get much distance and he is inaccurate. But on that occasion, he read it very, very well, roved it well, and it's good to see James Manson and the other fellows, Colin Alexander, go across and congratulate him.
6 Collingwood players have now scored goals, 57-44. That was Ryan's first.
Phillips with a quick kick out towards Meldrum. It's at centre wing, the hand pass out to Meldrum. That was by Robertson. Kernahan at the back, couldn't take the mark. Taken away by Verbeek, hooks it back, looking for Gallagher. Punched away. Oh, here's a goal coming up, I think. Herman into an open goal, kicks.
Madden goes down. Hawke is well tackled. No one getting anywhere before Murray Renstead gets the ball. Renstead onto Starcevic, 2 West Australians combining. And Starcevic marks in the forward pocket, but he'll be on a pretty fair angle. Now Craig Starcevic, 7 marks so far. He's had 14 possessions. And he might have kicked another goal. He has. It's his second.
Well, let's hope he gains in a little bit more confidence and takes a few of those marks. That's his second goal, Craig Starcevic. Started a little scratchier, a little scratchly today, but now there's a ball there. Manson again. I've been impressed with Manson. And Renstead and drifting in front of that pack there. Well shepherded by Kelly as well.
That was Starcevic's second goal, and the difference now at VFL Park is 12 points as Dacos once again breaks away from the circle.
This is the man that Collingwood really need to take over. Oh, Alvin's dropped that one. His teammate got in the way. Aiken has battled hard all day. But when Dacos really takes over and starts firing, then Collingwood look a much better side. I think they'll be a better side too when Taylor comes back in. Up forward. That's Gallagher getting it down, looking for Meldrum. Renstead, a quick kick out of the pack. Matthew Ryan. Oh, good play by Ryan. Out to Manson. And James Manson, who got the big raps a moment ago. Free kick, taps it out. This is Robertson. He's lost it. Gavin Brown in hard as usual. Renstead too working hard. Robertson cleverly to Phillips, or was it Kenna? No, it was Verbeek. Verbeek back in after it again, and the umpire will bounce it again.
It was a classical tackle there by Gavin Brown, the way he started at the hips and went down to the knees. Well done, Brown.
It was actually young Phillips, number 19.
So a bounce inside 50. Over the top, Madden. Excellent ruck work. And McKenzie has a snap. Not McKenzie, it's Verbeek. And he's put it through. His second goal.
Well, it was. as Peter called it, classical ruck play. The way that
63-57, one straight kick the difference. Verbeek's second goal. Herbert also has 2 for Carlton, and Kernahan 2. 10 3/4 minutes left in this term. And getting up from all that will be Murray Renstead to take the free kick and put Collingwood back into attack. Carlton hanging on, more than just nuisance value insofar as the Magpies are concerned at the moment. Ball booted away by Kennedy. No real hospital job, that one. And Verbeek trying to play on, has it socketed away by Mullane close to the boundary line. Ryan does the shepherding. A short pass, 2 Collingwood players mess it up. Hannah, looping hand pass to Gallagher, has to get rid of it quickly. Kennedy likewise does. And Alexander boot the ball very quickly, one-on-one in the goal square. Monkhurst almost. Backup support from Mullane, and against Kennedy maybe for in the back. Ball still in play. Collingwood fans thinking perhaps it was a free kick, and you could agree with them. Barwick trying.
Amazingly, Carlton still in this game. They're only a goal behind, a couple of quick goals, and could really make it interesting. There's Renstead, who's playing pretty well at the moment towards full forward. Oh, good mark by McKenzie. Good honest battler, McKenzie. That might be dangerous to Hannah. Oh, that's a bad play, actually. Brown, the short one. Lucks a fortune. It could have really been costly. Hannah has gone wide to Bradley. Oh, they've got the loose man in Herman. If he can get it to him, they've got the, yes, loose for 50 metres. Off he goes, Ian Herman. The short one is on to Kernahan, and Carlton look good when they get it into the open. A long kick by Kernahan. At the back is Madden. Reaches over the top. Oh, holding the man to Phillips. 10 metres out. It was kicked off the ground. This might be paid a goal as it's kicked. It's a goal to Carlton.
Cross again from the circle. I don't know how many times he's kicked it out of there. Kelly overruns it. Ran into Aitken. Actually, Dean. Back to Bradley. Carlton lifting just a little bit at the moment. They perhaps feel that they are a real chance in this game. Kernahan, a knock-on to Meldrum, who's been a good player today. 15 possessions. Robertson dragged. Gallagher hasn't had too many kicks. McEwen underneath it. Gallagher again, close to the boundary line. Needs support. Finds it in
on that occasion. They're terrific marks to see. And the big men fly. And Verbeek was on that occasion a former under-19 player from Richmond.
Well, he and the fullback look very alike. McKenzie, here's Simon Verbeek popping it through for another one of the Blues.
His 4th goal. He kicked 5 earlier in one game. That was against Fitzroy. Verbeek came from Oakley last year, who was coached by Brian Quirk, and a former Richmond under-19 player. And here it is, the big kick from Kernahan. Now he had to ride the sit and judgment. 10 kicks, 4 goals. But he is one of the big fellas up on the...
The lead is now 19 points in favour of Carlton. Who would have thought this at quarter time?
Yes, when the difference was 10 points in favour of Collingwood. The shades of last week when the Magpies had a decent second goal. Things not looking good for the Woods. 64-89. 25 points the difference. The Woods will have to get a rattle on.
Well, Carlton finished all over Essendon last quarter in the last match out here, and here they come again. Hannah, been a good player all day. Quick hand pass, looking for Bradley. Oh, good skills, Bradley. Over it goes to Robertson. Carlton really have played great football since half-time. After a lacklustre first half, the mark taken down at half-back by Turner. Turner wide to Mullane, who looks a very tired player, Darren Mullane. As he comes along the half-back line, look at that. In slow motion almost. The hand pass to Brown, who's been quiet today, Gavin Brown. Renstead. Over to Maguire. Oh, he's lost it. Back it comes to Renstead. They can't do a thing right, Collingwood. Christian, back to Brown. Brown up to full forward. McEwen picked his opponent out and took a big mark. Now,
actually, that was a free kick against McEwen on that occasion.
That's what I felt, Don. But when they take the mark, they very rarely pay. What's this? You might see it. They kicked him out and then took the mark. But
elbowed him as well on the way up too, didn't he?
Well, when you take the mark, they very rarely pay it against you. Here's Ronnie McEwen from direct in front. Kicks it. Goal. It's close. What is this? So it is not Collingwood's day. They can't do a thing right. 8-17 to Carlton 14-5, and yet in that first quarter they could have wrapped it up. There's Ronnie McEwen.
3-5 then, Peter. Could have been 5-3 or even 8 straight, couldn't it?
That's right. And his Hannah has been a good, solid player all day. Now he's got Aiken to give it to if he wants to. He elects to go to the other side of the ground. Now, who's there? That big Justin Madden. Down to the ground. Strong play by Kennedy. Over to Dean. Oh, it was actually Mackenzie who went for that mark. They're giving Madden a rest. Bradley to half forward. Kernahan brilliantly to Herman. This is good football by Carlton. Out wide to Phillips. Looks very much like Nayley. Back in front of half forward. Now, is that a mark? To Gleeson. The umpire didn't think so, but he might end up with it, Gleeson. He's got it. Loses it to Kelly. He's tackled. Phillips again. A quick kick on the left. Up towards half forward. This is Mick McGuan taking the mark. Coming through half back and hand passes to Barwick, who's been missing since half time.
Barwick's kick to half forward for Collingwood. Dacos got a hand to it. Couldn't complete the mark. Manson goes down. We'll look for a tap on. Try to get it to Dacos, which he does. Dacos chased by Hannah inside 50. Hooks it across. Going goalwards. Looks good. And through.
He has got amazing skills, Peter Dacos. As soon as he got the ball then I thought this is going to be a goal, and it was. He's one of those gifted players that you just can't teach anything when it comes to skill work. It's just something that he does possess. Now look at this. On the left foot, he's got initial speed and then initial...
I indicated out on the full. I must agree, I didn't think it was out.
And if you got the whistle, you are, Pete.
Umpire's giving a free kick. Nobody's sure which way it's going. It's finally Phillips that gets up with the ball. And ask me what that's for. Kernahan jockeying for position. Turner at the back with Gleeson. Good tackle. Spills to Bradley. Renstead pushes him out, and the ball, it's out of bounds on centre wing. 13 and a half minutes left in the game. There's still time for Collingwood to win if they're good enough.
I wouldn't want to relax, Carlton.
Madden. Verbeek, who's kicked 4 goals in a splendid effort up forward. It's pretty scrambly out there. Finally, it's Mullane. Onto Krasiska. Short of the half-forward flank to Barwick, who can kick it a country mile and loves a shot at goal. The pass is on this time now to Dacos. Brilliantly done. Dacos kicked their last goal and might be able to make the difference. 12 points here if he's accurate.
What a great pass by Barwick.
Little that Tom Elvin could do about that. Now Peter Dacos, 45 out, directly in front. He might have hooked it a bit. One behind.
As soon as he kicked the ball, the head dropped, indicating he was off target.
You can't believe they're scoring shots, Pete.
17 points the difference. Carlton Brains Trust breathe a sigh of relief.
Well, Mackenzie has done well at full-back today. Kicks a beautiful kick too, a 60-metre one right out wide. Renstead's there for Collingwood. Loses it. Quick kick was by, well, there's Herman receiving it. Long hand pass finds Verbeek, who's looked good the second half. Hannah to half forward. Tall Collingwood flying for this one. The mark taken by Kelly.
Long hand pass from Craig Kelly to McGuan. Tackled by Kernahan. Verbeek, hand pass. And picked up down there for the Blues by Phillips. His shot at goal is off target. And one behind. But it does make the difference again. 3 goals. 72 to 90. 9-18. Well, they say bad kicking is bad football. If Collingwood will look back at, I suppose, the replay, they will see that the first quarter was all there. They should have had a much better score on the board than 3-5. Madden again.
Oh. Gee, it's a long time since I've seen Madden start to take marks.
The player's getting tired, Don.
Madden from half forward. Puts Carlton deep into attack again. Gallagher went up one-handed. Nayley had it and then lost it. McGuan once more. Well tackled by Melbourne. Might have been a tad too high.
Goal to the Magpies. They come a little bit closer. Justin Madden is in there against young Damien Monkhurst. Who'll get it out of the centre? Very vital. It's going Carlton's way. In after it they go. Gleeson's there, and it's a free kick. Oh, gee, this will help Carlton. Gleeson almost in the centre of the ground.
He spent a bit of time on the bench after a slow start to the game. Kernahan almost. Phillips. Ball socket into the open spaces. Meldrum does the shepherding for Nayley. Nayley's hand pass intended for Phillips. If he can pick it up, he stumbles and fumbles. This might allow the Collingwood defenders to get the ball. Nayley looks for a push in the back.
And got it.
And he's playing in front. I guess you have the percentages going for you as such. 7.5 minutes left. Collingwood must get the next goal. Nayley a short pass. And there's some bad checking there. Robertson could have taken the mark. Goes down. Well, he looked for Meldrum. Couldn't find him. Verbeek again. Centering kick. Plenty of Collingwood players are there. Gallagher, though, wins out. Can't get a kick at the ball. Aiken applies the tackle. Malane's on the bottom. And the stalemate develops. And ringside with the Wrestlers down there. So 30 metres out. A bounce. Carlton's forward line. Meldrum knocks it clear. McGuan. Not too much support for him. Has to go out rather wide. Barwick is out there. Likewise, Malane sits nicely for the former. Barwick at left half-back flank. Starcevic is the target. Up high is Hanna. Good support from Dean. And running support from Bradley on right centre wing. Short pass by the South Australian.
Pass
To another South Australian in Kernahan, the skipper. Ball is high. Francisco went for the punch away. Didn't get a clear shot at it. Ball close to the boundary line. It might have gone over. Or will it be a bounce? It'll be a ball.
Saunders to half-back. Aiken is fist away. Kelly. Here's a chance for the Magpies. Murray Renstead receives. Kicks long. They want a goal and they want it quickly. Starcevic has been a quiet player. Punched away by Hanna. Hanna in after it again. Good play by Hanna. Made the initial move and then went back to receive it. Got time. Madden, Monkhurst. Madden taps it down to Aiken. Aiken trying to get in the hand pass. Oh, he made an attempt to punch that. That's a poor decision. Monkhurst, he really did try and punch that, Aiken. Monkhurst setting it up for full forward. Manson at the back. Can't take it. Paul Hawke, an open goal. Kicks quickly. It could be a goal coming up. It is to the Magpies.
He was confident on that occasion, Paul Hawke. He's kind of drifted out of the game just to wince. But what a brilliant first quarter he had. But as soon as he got the ball, he's very, very quick getting the ball from hand to foot. And as soon as it left the boot, he knew it was a goal. And that was a badly needed one. Only 6 points the difference now. They've got to continue to go down the centre. It was well rowed there by Hawke.
Anybody's match here at VFL Park. Collingwood coming back. Will time beat them. 4.5 minutes left. One kick in it. Vital to get the ball out of the centre here. Gleeson got tackled high. Turner, good endeavour. Going through as to Rui. Went without the ball. Hawke again to Renstead. Can the Magpies get a goal and level the scores? Long kick by the West Australian. McEwen! Directly in front. And the Collingwood fans come to life. Back from the dead virtually. They trailed by 3 goals not long back.
Now, isn't there a difference when Collingwood get the ball and start and kick it long? They muck around with it too much. On that occasion, the forward's a one-on-one situation and he's got a chance. And McEwen did take the chance.
McEwen for his first goal to level the scores. And he has done. It's a goal. Scores are level at VFL Park. We've got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game.
Well, you wouldn't have believed this. Carlton had loose men running everywhere early in this last quarter. It just looked a matter of how far, but credit to Collingwood. They've come back. And Hawke instrumental again, but also Renstead has come to life. He's picked up a lot of kicks, going much longer, and now they're going a little more direct.
It's a thriller at league headquarters. 90 points each. McEwen's first goal. Madden high. Free kick out of the centre circle is going to be taken by Monkhurst for Collingwood. Can the Magpies win it? 3.5 left.
Monkhurst to half forward. Manson can't take it. Down the ground it goes. A loose ball. Who will it favour? Matthew Ryan's in after it for Collingwood, and the ball will be bounced. Well, what a seesawing game. Collingwood early. Carlton came back. Carlton looked as though they had the game under their belt, but as I said earlier, they could not relax because Collingwood were hanging in there in this last quarter.
And they've made a change, Carlton. They've got Ian Aiken now on Ron McEwen. McEwen's taken some big marks against Mackenzie. Mackenzie now at the centre-half-back position.
And McEwen likes playing on the forward line. I know that. Madden. Down to Hawke has been a brilliant player. Towards half-forward to Dacos against Elvin. Mackenzie going into lender hand. Can he pick it up? He can as he hooks it back. Out wide, it's all Collingwood. Renstead and Malane. Renstead trying to pick it up. Down the ground it goes. And the umpire's found a free kick to Renstead.
And he's lifted in this last quarter too, Murray Renstead.
He's played well. Renstead towards full forward. McEwen again as the flyer. Punched away by Aiken. Nailey's there with it. Nailey going with a hand pass. Out to Henna. Henna over the top to Derui. Derui straight down the centre of the ground. Who's there? It's a loose ball. It's Gleeson. Gleeson onto the left. He's looking down for Gallagher. Gallagher against Christian. The ball goes to ground. Babika's there. He should give it back. Oh, he's overrun the ball. And away it goes over the line when he could have run around with the ball. But Simon Babika's kicked 4 goals. There's Alan McAllister, the Collingwood president, a very nervous man. 1 minute and 50 seconds of play left. Scores a dead level. The ball in the Carlton forward pocket.
We haven't had a draw between Collingwood and Carlton since 1972. And Peter McKenna, you were in that match, I think, that day. So a long time between drinks. In that regard, it would only be the 5th draw in history between these two clubs. Lee Matthews, nervous. So too is his Carlton counterpart, Alex Jesselenko. That's Phillips, a snapshot. It won't be a draw, that's a goal.
Well, bad marking on that occasion by Collingwood. When you're down in that situation, in the opposition's forward line, anything can happen, and it's got to be a man-on-man situation. And a quick kick like this, watch this. The ball comes down. Where are the Collingwood men? They're not there at all. They're all Carlton fellows. And Phillips has done well today.
1 goal, 6 points the difference. 1 minute 19 left in the match. Can the Magpies get the reply?
Well, let's see what happens from the centre. Here's Barwick. Hooks it back, right out. Manson at half forward. He's got it, James Manson. Tries to get his boot the ball, he does so. Dacos and Elvin. Elvin was held, punched away. Out wide is the brilliant Dacos. What can he do with it? Elvin will go over the line, and he does so. And that's good defensive play by Tom Elvin. The time clock ticking down. 52 seconds of play left in this match. Carlton lead by a goal, but the ball at half forward for Collingwood.
What a thriller it's been after a slow start out here. Madden and Manson, and it's out of bounds. That's the correct way from a Carlton point of view. 38 seconds left.
Still a chance of a draw, Pete.
Yes, if they can get that goal, it's going to be difficult now. Tucked away by Bradley. Don't waste more time. 25 seconds left. You could almost say deliberate out of bounds.
I think the umpire
was deliberate.
The umpire would be lynched if he paid that.
Oh,
Well, he could be well within his rights to
yes.
pay it, Peter, just the same.
They do it every week.
they must get the ball forward now, Collingwood. He's stumped away. Here comes McCoy. Gets the hand pass out. Who's there? Redstead. Smothered. That could have been their last chance. There's the siren. Carlton have won by 6 points.